Welcome to the Los Angeles American Baseball Club, the Los Angeles Angels. We're going to explore how to build for the future and in the near future, 2019. But first, we got to go through how the season went in 2018 and also look a little bit deeper into the previous GMs for the Los Angeles American Baseball Club, the Angels. Billy Eppler came on board in 2016 following the resignation/firing of Jerry Dipoto. Under Dipoto, our farm system basically disintegrated. That it's just needed to say that. Previous general manager, who I am sitting in for as the interim general manager, is currently Billy Eppler. He has taken a leave of absence. We've, over time, the last 3 years, rebuilt the farm system for the Los Angeles Angels. Now we need to examine the 2018 season. As all seasons begin, that begins with hope. The Los Angeles American Club really opened up pretty well. We went 16-13 in the first month of the season. Actually 16-12. And we had two very strong clubs that we faced towards the end of that from the American League East in Boston and New York, which really set the tone for the season in a bad way. Entering May, we needed some wins over some bad clubs, and the meat of the division schedule would be some greater issues. We went 14-13, losing series again against the Yankees and the Rays and the Detroit club. As we would go, our injuries would mount, and the season did not really look that good. The summer proved the most difficult part of the season. We had to dig deep into our minor league system. The Salt Lake City Bees, we called up a lot of guys throughout the summer. And we ended the season with Albert Pujols again on the DL. We really need to figure out that contract, but I think we'll keep him. Zach Cozart going on the DL. But the biggest issue with our club was the amount of starting pitchers we had on the DL. Garrett Richards, J.C. Ramirez, Alex Meyer, Nick Tropiano, and John Lamb. Nick Tropiano was on the DL in 2017. And it's really hard to see where we're going with him. Alex Meyer was on the DL the entire year of 2018. He did not pitch all of 2018. And hopefully he's healthy for the 2019 season when we pick up in February. Looking towards the next 3 years and what we want to do with our salary is going to be interesting. We owed in 2018 $24 million in dead money due to trades that we accepted the cash consideration for to just sort of get rid of guys. In 2019, we really don't owe a lot of money in dead money, which is great. One of the things that we have projected for, though, given the injuries that we've had the last 3 seasons, is we've sunk a total of $102 million into players on the disabled list. So I'm projecting going forward that we probably are going to have $34 million in sunk money. That way we can move forward and just understand what's going on with our players on the disabled list and how they eat into our salaries. Looking at where we want the Los Angeles Angels Baseball Club for next season, it's paramount that we upgrade our pitching. We look at teams' ERA for compared to their batting average, compared to wins throughout the league last year, and it's very clear for us based on where we are in the division and where we are in the league that our pitching is in much greater need of an upgrade than our hitting. However, we do need to make an acquisition for our bats. Examining who we would go after. I'm looking at, as far as trading guys, Tyler Skaggs, Justin Anderson. Both are pre-arbitration. We've been close with Garrett Richards and Nick Tropiano, but their injury history makes me think it will be hard to deal them for our slugger that we need. Zach Cozart, you've been a great Angel, but sorry, we're going to move forward. And his $12 million really sunk hard into our dead money when we had to deal with our guys on injured reserve. So to replace Zach Cozart, we're looking at Yoan Moncada from the Chicago White Sox. They didn't do so well, so I think we can send them some picks based on our rebuilt farm system. And then we'll look into some pitching prospects that should really bring in some things that we need to do. For pitchers to replace Tyler Skaggs, we're going to go after also with the Chicago White Sox, Ronaldo Lopez. I think we can get some decent value in a total trade package for him and Yoan Moncada. And when we look at for our relief pitchers, who we will go towards is Keon Kela from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Also another young pitcher. I think youth for youth we can convince, depending on how we package these deals, to just give people changes of scenery and to change what they're used to. How that puts us going forward, that really will solidify our pitching and bring things up to speed. When it comes to our hitting, it brings in another hitter, and it brings someone in to compete that is also youthful with Jeffrey Marte at third base. So fielding, we didn't really look at fielding for our upgrades because we're third in the Major League Baseball in fielding. So fielding really didn't play into any upgrades we needed to make because we coach very well when it comes to fielding, and it really didn't affect results unless they were Houston. Houston was the leader in the division and the leader in the league, and of course they went to the playoffs, and the Angels stayed home, taking fourth. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Ran multiple regressions to figure out between ERA and hitting, and found that both, when it came to wins, is very consistent and significant for wins in baseball.